What's up, people? I'm back again with another video, and as you can see, the PPP ran out of money, like we expected it to, and it's the same bullshit, some bullshit, just to put it straight up, blunt, in your face, this is some bullshit, and let me explain to you guys why, okay? Let me take a deep breath. So, $350 billion was allocated in a fund called the Paycheck Protection Program. Now, this was supposed to give 2.5 times their monthly payroll expenses as a forgivable loan, aka a grant, to small businesses. Okay? What ended up happening is large companies found ways to maneuver through the system pretty much and take advantage and take out multiple PPP loans. So much so that less than 5% of small businesses in America actually ended up getting a PPP loan. $350 billion, less than 5% of small businesses in America actually ended up getting a PPP loan. Now, this is exactly what's wrong in America. Or not even in America. This is what's wrong with the system. When you're winning, you're still looking for a handout. This program wasn't geared towards large corporations, okay? The Fed literally just made a program called the Main Street Lending Program. I just made a video about it. $600 billion, way more than the $350 billion that was for the Paycheck Protection Program. But large corporations still tried to take it, not even tried, they succeeded in taking advantage of the Paycheck Protection Program. And it's screwing over a lot of small businesses. How did they do it? How did the large companies take advantage? They lobbied. And they got Congress to put in legislation that hotels and restaurants can claim themselves as individual companies and small businesses so that they can qualify under the SBA guidelines for having less than 500 employees. And then they took out multiple PPP loans. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse got $20 million. Ruth's Chris is not a small business. The PPP loan maximum is $10 million. The banks, okay, let me start with the banks. Okay. The banks were incentivized to give out loans to larger companies also, okay? Congress, they're not idiots. They know incentives and incentive structures, but at the end of the day, almost no matter how you set it up, unless you're setting up basically flat fees for things, if you do it on a percentage basis, even if it's a decreasing percentage of a larger amount that results in a smaller net outcome, the amount of time it takes to do 1,000 applications, say for instance, that are making me $5 an application versus the time it takes me to do 5 applications that make me $1,000 each. And it just makes sense for banks to process larger applications first. And who has a larger application? Larger companies. It's difficult because small businesses employ 50% of people in America. Small businesses are the foundation of America. It's where American ingenuity and entrepreneurship and innovation comes from. It's why America is a world destination. We secure people's property rights here and allow them the freedom to create. But in times like this, you see that the system isn't set up for everyone to succeed. There'll be more money that'll come into the Paycheck Protection Program. Congress will most likely give another $250 billion that they're currently working on to the Paycheck Protection Program. And then everyone whose application is processing or in the system, or who has even yet to submit an application, will probably end up getting their money at some point. But it defeats the purpose. The Paycheck Protection Program was put into place so that small businesses can keep employees on their payroll. We've been in this situation for a month. And I already made the video about how that even suppresses the unemployment rate, so I won't even get into that. But it's just frustrating when you see right in front of your face the ways in which big business is taking over, has to go over. It's scary sometimes when it's difficult to differentiate between a businessman and a politician. I don't know what else to say, so I'm out. One love.